If you've missed any of the earlier episodes of the Great Tastes series and want to see the shows and get all the recipes, go to greattastesmb.ca. Watch them when you want to watch them.
Welcome back to Great Tastes of Manitoba. We have our Mocha Java chicken chili simmering up here very beautifully. We've made our perfect Blue Moon chicken bites. Actually, these are all Karen's. But now we've got the sauce. We're going to sauce it up.
That's right. So again, building on more flavors, and again, the sauce is something that you can do up ahead of time if you want. Again, it'll allow the flavors to even come together and develop even more.
Now, I love hot sauce and I love blue cheese. I've never actually had them together, though.
Okay, again, going on the whole concept of buffalo wings and blue cheese dip. So yeah, we're actually going to mix the blue cheese and the hot sauce together. So speaking of that, we're going to start with half a cup of our hot sauce.
I'll just drink that. I love, you know what? I was never much of a hot sauce fan, and then I discovered it, and now it's just become an absolute staple, more so than, ketchup or anything else.
All right, the next thing is 1 cup of a blue cheese salad dressing. You want to use a really good quality blue cheese dressing. So that goes in there. That's about, there we go. That looks like about a cup. All right, and 1/4 cup of crumbled blue cheese.
Okay.
So it can be any kind of, a nice Canadian blue cheese would always be a good idea. So we're gonna give this a bit of a stir, and then we're gonna actually pop this in the microwave to warm it up, because we don't want to put cold sauce on warm meatballs.
So about how long are you going to?
This is going to be about 30 seconds, so if you want to look after that.
Yes, I will look after. Did I hear you say that you made this, actually made this for a group of people, and it was like scarfed down in about a nanosecond, that you had just tremendous success with this recipe?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Very, very popular, and really you can't go wrong with any kind of a chili. It's hearty, it just fills you up. It's perfect if it's a cold day. And the fact that you can do it and freeze it, if you, even if you're not having a big group of people, take something like that, freeze it into individual portions, and you've got a meal, you've got a lunch you can take to work. It's just something, it's quick. That's what you want.
A little bit of planning ahead is never a bad thing. All right, so we're gonna mix this up. And then, now, does the whole thing go on our?
You could, but I like to save some to use as a dip later on.
Okay.
So you want it still, I don't know if you can see, but you want it to still be chunky.
You
don't want that blue cheese to be completely melted, because again, that's adding a little bit of texture. Okay, let's get some of this. So these are the meatballs out of the oven. You want to keep them warm. So a little of this. Okay, I'll get you to give that a good stir.
Okay.
And that really is our blue cheese, or our Blue Moon chicken bites.
That's it, that's all.
That's all. I'm gonna give you a little bit more to work with there. There you go.
The rest for dipping?
Yep, and you can always do double the sauce if you want it really, really saucy. And then this, with some cocktail skewers for an appetizer.
I'm thinking napkins might be a
yes, that's true.
Good plan. Okay, well, there you have it. And then, I guess, the other thing we wanted to mention is that a nice little topping for our chili is the Bothwell. We've got the Bothwell cheese here as well.
That's right. Some Monterey Jack or some aged cheddar would be really good with that chili.
Perfect. Well, you know what? It doesn't really matter the outcome of the game. They're not going to remember any of that. They're going to remember this food that you served for them here today. Thank you very much, Karen. And when we come back, Sheila Nash is going to join us and tell us exactly what to have beverage-wise with our chicken creations here when we return on Great Tastes of Manitoba.
You're watching Great Tastes of Manitoba, brought to you in part by Manitoba Liquor Mart. Please drink responsibly. Moderation tastes so much better.